going on, everybody? Just wanted to do a quick live video. Wanted to show you my latest haul I picked up based on my little adventures today. I'll show you my latest and greatest pickups that I was really amazed that Goodwill actually had. You're going to love this. $2 games. $2 games at Goodwill. I picked up The Sims 3 Pets for $2. Great deal. Great deal. This is an Xbox original. Complete in box. $2. With manual. $2. Goodwill is just giving these things away, kinda. Zoo Tycoon. Check out the Goodwill price. $2. No manual. That's okay. $2. I mean, I'd pay $2 for a loose of Zoo Tycoon. Hey, how you doing, Eric Von Egg? How you doing, man? So I thought this was a good pickup for $2. Goodwill. You know, there are still deals out there. If you are going and looking for games, check out Goodwill. You know, sometimes these sections are kind of hard to find. They're kind of hidden. But if you find them, just keep revisiting the store because they'll get new inventory that shuttles in. The pricing's weird. I'll tell you what, Goodwill's pricing is very strange on, I guess you could say, more common popular games like Call of Duty Ghosts. They are going to price it aggressively. I saw $7 on it. I can go to a GameStop and get it for $5. So I don't know if they're tapping into the retro gaming market and they understand, hey, what's going on, Royal Deluxe? What's going on, man? So I don't know. I don't know if they're tapping in. Goodwill could be tapping in to the retro gaming market. That's an aggressive price, $7 for Call of Duty Ghosts. But, you know, they kind of neglect these, you know, I don't know, I want to say kids games, but they neglect them. For $2, I'm a buyer all day. This is a retro vintage game. I don't know how many discs are out there. I don't know if they're damaged. I don't know what the inventory levels are like at GameStop for Zoo Tycoon, but I can tell you, I will pick this up all day for $2. A fishing game. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty mundane, but, you know, yes. The box art, people are holding people hostage for the box art on eBay. I have a Jurassic Park Telltale game on Xbox 360. It's trending upwards on price charting, but it was missing the manual. Well, they are holding the manual hostage on eBay. They were charging something like $12 or $13 for the manual. And I got to the point where it's like, you know what? I'm going to pay it. The game is clearly going up in price, and I need a complete in box. I need the manual. So I anteed up. I anteed up immediately. And yeah, so it's a no-brainer to me. But these complete in boxes, I almost wonder what's going to happen in the future to GameStop. Are people going to start stealing the boxes and the manuals from the shelves? I mean, that's a distinct possibility. If these games get out of control, which I think we all are aware of what's going on in the retro gaming market, people could very well just walk in there and just walk out with game cases. And those are valuable. So GameStop might have to change, you know, what they do. I think there's going to be a come to Jesus moment. I don't know when that is, but they're going to have to start doing stuff. I got this for $2. I went off on a tangent, but I got this for $2 at Goodwill. I mean, that's a steal. I don't even think I can buy a DVD for $2, guys. I have to go to a yard sale. So I got this, and it's got the manual. You know, go to Goodwill. Check out Goodwill. You know, sometimes it's hit or miss, but they neglect some of these, you know, lesser games. A Connect game, Country Dance. I would think this is kind of rare. An obscure Connect game. $2. $2. I definitely like that. I will buy these games if they're at $2. just to hold on to them. They go up in value. Guess what? I can trade them in, or I can sell them for cash on Facebook Marketplace. If someone, I could sell this game for $5, $4 on Facebook Marketplace. I've doubled my money. Who knows what's going to happen also to the valuations of these games. I mean, this one has licensing issues possibly. Look at all the music on here. A lot of these games are having licensing issues. Carrie Underwood, Tim McGraw. We don't know what's going to go on. These licenses are being stripped digitally. So, The Sims 3, $2. I'm a buyer all day. All day. If they put them for $2, I don't care what the title is. This is a vintage game. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. There's some games I'm not going to get for $2, like Connect Sports, where, the game is just way overprinted, but I'll go for that. I will go for that all the time. And then this one I kind of splurged on. It's The Show, a steel case. Didn't have a price tag, so I asked someone at Goodwill, how much is this? And they priced it at $4. And I said, yeah, it's a steel case. These steel cases are kind of hard to find. It doesn't have the sleeve. There's a sleeve that goes over it. But, yeah, I did it. I went for it. Another place I went to was a consignment shop that does electronics, and I love this place. It's a buy two, get one free, and the games are $5 a piece. So basically you're getting these for $3 a piece. I picked up a PS3 game for $3, God of War 3. 3 for 3. There you go. I got a loose copy of Fable 2. It's worth it for $3 in my opinion. And then I got a complete box of Black Flag, which is going up in price at GameStop. It's at $6.99. It was at $5. It went up. So something's going on with this game. Complete box. So I thought that was a pretty good pickup for $10. 3 games. $3 a piece. And then I did splurge a little bit at GameStop because I know this one preemptively is going up to $6.99. The trade-in for this doubled. It doubled. And it's at $5 now, but it's going to $6.99 in a couple days. And I'm checking the GameStop website daily. So, you know what? I don't have Payday 2, a physical disc of it. The price chart doesn't look great, but I picked it up. I'm going to hold on to that price tag. Once they change the price, I'm gonna show you guys again the change and the fact that the retro gaming market is just exploding and booming. And then I picked up this. The price chart looks great. Looks great. I think it's all-time high maybe last month, $10. Picked it up. It's got manual disc. So I splurged at GameStop. I normally try to do the promos, the 4 for 10, 4 for 20 and 4 for 40. I usually wait for the promos. I couldn't wait because I know the prices are going up and I was going to get it for $5 later, or I'm not going to get a complete box. So they're going to be gone. So I picked it up while I could. So altogether, all these games, I spent $32. So tell me if you guys think this is worth $32, or tell me if I'm extremely foolish and I spent too much on this for $32. It's 10 games. 10 games comes out to about $320, $330 a game. So, I would like to get them. I'd love to get them at $2 a piece or $1 a piece. Sometimes you can't. Some of them aren't great games, but good enough, I think. A Sims 3 Pet for $3. Country Dance Connect, kind of rare Connect game. These Connect games are Fishing Xbox original game for $3. Not bad. And then, a Zoo Tycoon for $2. I was happy with that. And then, $5. Well, really $3 when you average it out. But yeah. And then I'm being speculative about Black Flag. There's something going on with this game. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions about, how you guys do pickups and stuff like that. Like, where do you guys look? Do you guys look at Goodwill? Do you look at consignment? Do you go to GameStop? Like, I'm always kind of interested. I want to learn from you guys a little bit too. Just instead of me just blabbing on. But, there are deals to be had. There are still deals. You can find some of these retro games out in the general public. Flea markets. You know, I haven't. I really want to go to some flea markets. It's weird. When I go to flea markets, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'm going to get antiques and no video games. So like I know of a couple, and I'm like, should I check it out or should I not check it out? Um, I bet you could find some. What kind of prices do you usually find? Like, and for what system? What console? I would. Yeah. If I found a flea market that consistently had a seller of video games, I would check it out. I don't know if are there exclusive retro video game flea markets that are just solely based on that, because I would check that out in a second. That would be fun. That would be fun to spend an entire day out and just look for great finds. Um, Another thing is pawn shops. I just thought of this. I have a pawn shop that's close to me. I live very close to New Hampshire, and 0% sales tax. And this place, I don't think they can price games correctly because they're at the point. Oh, Frankenstein's in SoCal. I have never been to Cal, so I haven't been to the West Coast, and I want to explore that area so bad. I gotta make a trip out there at some point. Me and my wife want to go, so we got little kids, so little hard to travel. It's not impossible, but we want to check that out. Um, yeah, I mean, pawn shops are interesting because they are getting to the point where the prices are rising so fast. They're putting stickers on the games so that they can keep track of which price tiers are at certain games, because there's just so many games and they can't individually price sticker each game and keep up with the rising prices. They're putting like red, yellow, blue, and you can find little gaps of value and discounts in that. They can't keep up. It's impossible. There's too many. So pawn shops are another great find. I have a pawn shop. Obviously, what I just said before, they do buy one get one 50% off, which is, in my opinion, it's a great deal, especially if you really buy high dollar games. What did I pick up the other day? I picked up a Left 4 Dead 360 for 20. It was $25 for a Left 4 Dead, and then a Transformers the game for 15. And no, I'm sorry, it was 20. Let me back up. 25 for Left 4 Dead, 20 for Transformers the game, and I got the Transformers the game at 50% off. So it was 35 total. Pawn shops seem to always have deals for me. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I would love to negotiate with them. You actually have a very good point. Negotiating with them, there is some wiggle room in there. It depends on the pawn shop, but yeah, price is always negotiable. Always negotiable. At some places it's not, but at pawn shops, there are people behind the counter. They're actually people, and they're willing to work with you, especially if you keep coming in. If you're a regular customer, they could work with you. There are way too many games to buy. You're absolutely right. I'm just starting out. I started my collection maybe like 6 months ago. There are people who've been collecting for a long time, and they're not even done. They're still looking. Control Resonant in October for physical. Oh yeah, I've got Doom 3 BFG, which is kind of like a collection of Doom games. Huge Doom fan right here. I used to edit Doom levels when it was Doom 2. I had the I forget the name of the editor, but I used to do total conversions for Doom, and I absolutely loved doing it. I worked on a project called Ghostbusters Doom. You can look up my name if anyone wants to. Take a look on Google and look up Ghostbusters Doom and look up Adam Shaw. And I was a level designer for it. And it was one of the first Ghostbusters first-person shooters. We just completely took the Doom engine and revamped it with proton packs and ghosts. Oh, man, I loved it. I loved editing and just creating games. You could do this with, I don't know what kind of software it was, but I loved it. Oh, man, I loved it. The Doom games are classics. You can get Doom games right now on the Evercade. Evercade is now doing handheld games for that. So, Stalker 2 is 10 out of 10. I gotta look up Stalker 2. Man, you know some really good games. I gotta check that out. I've never even heard of Stalker 2. I need to play Death Stranding 2 on PC today. You know, I've got a big box of retro PC games and I don't know what to do with them. I bought them for $30 and I'm like, should I trade these in? Or am I going to get like nothing for them? I'm always wondering, how people handle those trade-ins for PC games. You couldn't stand the darkness and the OG. Oh yeah, some of these horror games are pretty amazing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with The Suffering on Xbox OG, but that game gave me like nightmares. I remember it vividly. That game, like a security guard would be like by a vent, and he just get sucked into the vent, and I'm like, the hell happened to that guy? Like, just like completely startling. Sealed consoles. Where the heck are you finding those? I want to find those. I mean, I'm keeping all my boxes for, I have my 360 box. I have my Xbox One box that has it had Black Flag included with it. It wasn't like a special edition. It just had, Black Flag on the edge of it. So, all right, guys, I actually have to go. I really want to keep doing this, but I got to pick up my kid from daycare. I can't leave him there. Like, I got to go pick him up. Good thing he's close by. So I will see you guys soon. I'm going to do another live stream, hopefully soon. And, this has been an interesting experience. This is my first live stream, and I hope it went pretty decent. God bless to you, and I will see you guys soon. You guys all take care. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.